Hey, hey, hey. As promised, here I am at 1:30 in the morning recording this video for you guys because I promised that I would show you guys how I did over $18,000 in 1 year, 12 months, passively money in your sleep. And I'm going to break down to you, I'm going to show you proof, but I'm also going to break down to you what it is that I sold, how I made the money, and how I continue to still make money from this source to this day, and why even when I walked away from it, didn't promote it, didn't do anything, I still was able to make a good chunk of money last month, which would be March 2018. We're in April right now. If you go to my blog, themomgenius.com, themomgenius.com, and sorry about this, I'm on Zoom, a screen sharing app, and my computer doesn't care for it too much as far as the pixels. So the graphics are probably not that great, but bear with me. I'm sure you're not here to see me. In this particular video, you want to see the proof and you want to see what I'm going to show you and hear what I'm going to teach you about what I did and how you can implement it today, and how right now the information space is even more powerful than it was a year ago. And so everything that I'm showing you today is relevant. Barely a year later, I stopped really promoting about October 2017 in this particular business. I do have other things that fall under the same business name, but my digital products and info products definitely served as the number one source for me making money in this particular business. So I'm going to show you that now. So let me go ahead and screen share with you guys. And I pulled pretty much everything up already, so for time's sake. But I'm going to click around and show you so you know that it's really my account. It's open. I'm going to refresh the date. So we're going to start here first with PayPal. Now, I could say I lied right here, but I'm smiling because it's a good lie. So when I went through and I actually calculated last week to double check my figures, I knew it was closer to the $20,000 mark, but I said 18 just so I could be under the radar and be sure. And also, you know, after a couple thousand, it's just money in the bank, right? So, there is some difference between 18,000 and 19,000. It was actually 18,800 and some change is what I calculated. But as you can see here, it's $19,449 USD, with a transaction count of 272 transactions, which I'm really surprised about that number. That's not a lot of transactions to make that amount of money based on the price point I was selling at. All of my digital products, except for one or two, were under the $100 mark. So they were a lot of low ticket products. And then you can see here the average sale of my products was $72. That just means the average purchase that a person made rounded to about $72, meaning that they probably bought multiple products. Every now and again, I think I may have done a couple bundles, but I don't even think I did that, especially not in my sleep. Anything that was purchased that I woke up to, let me explain money in your sleep while we're here. Let me just go ahead and show you guys. Here's the dates. So you can see here, October 1st, 2016 to October 31st, 2017. Now, October 1st, there's not going to be a lot of traffic. As you can see here on the scale, October, you can see is where I really started. And you can see there are 46 transactions. Wow, that's almost half my transactions. Just in the beginning, $556, which is about right. I remember the day before Halloween or the day after Halloween is when I started making money online. And my very first thing I sold in this business, 2016, right around Halloween, was an ebook. In that ebook, I believe I started selling it at $10, and then I eventually bumped the price up to 15 or 20. But that ebook sold like hotcakes. And I'll explain to you a little bit of what I did in order to sell an ebook. I didn't use Amazon. I didn't use any paid marketing. I built my whole business last year, both businesses. I had a consulting agency and my digital products and services, which is what we're looking at today, the digital business. I have to do a whole nother video and a whole nother screen share on my consulting agency, because I did over $100,000 in that business in cash. And then I did a little over $250,000 with cash and sales in that business. So I'll do another video and share about that and how I grew that business, which if you know anything, or maybe you're a coach or consultant, you know that there is a real situation of struggle when it comes to coaches actually making money. The average coach never crosses the $25,000 mark, maybe 50,000, but at the very most, they're making $50,000, and that's in the lifetime of their coaching career. And coaching, as in business coach, life coach, health coach, those kind of coaches, not like basketball, football. Talking about lifestyle coaching. And so to do $100,000 in cash in the business, and then on top of that, to do $250,000 in sales, almost $350,000 last count in sales in that business in under a year. I did that in 7 months with no paid advertising. Is unheard of. And I don't say this to brag. I just want to tell you what's really possible, because we have statistics and people tell you information, but to know that somebody breaks records or does something different is just a testament that you could do it too. No two people are the same, no two methods. Nobody can do what you do like you do, even if they copy you, steal from you, take your ideas. Just know that you're an original, and you're extraordinary. And whatever your gifts and talents are that God has given you, they are yours and yours alone, right? And so let me just show you guys my name here on my account. Let me move this over so you guys can see. Okay, so profile, I'm just going to click that, and you can see here Shayla Smart, the Smart Agency LLC. This is a company that I do still have and own and run. And I have a lot of different things that come out of here, but this is my digital services business. And I have a couple of things under the umbrella legally for this LLC, but I have just recently started back really using this particular account, because I have other PayPal accounts and other payment methods. But I just started back using this account because I'm now getting back into my affiliate marketing and things like that. And I love to diversify. I never try to keep all my money in one place, and you shouldn't either. I teach about that and talk about that over on Periscope. I've talked about that in separate videos. And my Periscope is Shayla_Smart. If you go way back to last year, you can check out a lot of great teaching videos and some things I may be able to eventually bring over to YouTube. But this is the amount I made, $19,449. And again, let me just show you the dates. So let me refresh. So we have October 1st, 2016 to October 31st, 2017. I'm going to submit, and you can see the refresh there. So those are my sales for a full year in business. And like I said, October, probably really closer to the summer, and then August. I remember doing a really big sale on a course about July, and then I was still traveling throughout the year. And so, I just kind of was having residuals from that. A lot of people would get my courses if they weren't ready to invest to work with me, because I was doing a lot of high-end coaching and consulting. And so some people weren't interested in building a business. They just wanted to learn how to work from home or build digital products. And so a lot of my classes, which I'm going to show you here, were about that. That's what they taught. But yep, here's my account. Let me just pull that open one more time. And there's the date. Just refresh that one more time for you. There we go. So that was my income. And I did, this is money in your sleep. So these are all digital products. There were a couple of live courses, and I love to teach. So I teach my most of my courses, most of them I taught live. There's a couple of courses, like my email marketing course. It's a 5-part course that teaches you the ins and outs of email marketing from the start to the finish. And it is a very in-depth course. It's like email marketing college, but it really is a beginner's course, but it goes into a little more advanced, and I think modules 4 and 5. But that one I recorded myself, kind of like what I'm doing now. So that one I did not teach live. I recorded it because it had a lot of information in it, and I knew it was going to be pretty lengthy, and so I wanted to make sure that that was recorded, and it was a good record and good training. So that one I did not record live, but it sells for about $127, I think. But it's on the momgenius.com blog on the courses and ebooks page. So you can definitely check that out if you're interested. But most of my other courses, I taught those live. And then I have ebooks. I have an accountability course. And let me just show you here. Let me move this back over so you can see. We're going to go to this website here. And this website, if you see here in the top, it says Payhip, PAYHIP.com. And so I found this site. I don't even know how. I was just searching for a platform because back in the day, if any of you remember, if you've been in affiliate marketing, network marketing, online space for a while, you may remember a company called eJunkie. They're still around. I think they're still an awesome company. And I was looking for them, and for whatever reason, I could not remember the name of the company. And I'm searching, I'm on social media asking people, and they're giving me names of all these companies, and I just could not remember eJunkie. I could not remember it for anything, and I'm shocked that I remembered it now. But I had used them back in the day because it's a great place for digital downloads, and I knew I was going to be doing the ebook. Um, and I needed a place where people could just go click a button, buy it, and it would automatically be sent to their email. Not like back in the day when I was selling my email list, my work at home list, and I had to manually email it to everybody that was buying it. Imagine that. It was I'm so glad I don't have to do that anymore. It was crazy, right? So I came across Payhip. And so Payhip has been really good to me. I still have it hooked up. It's very basic, very simple, very easy to use, and it doesn't cost you anything. And that was important to me too in the beginning because I had no clue that this business would net me almost $20,000 in the next year from that little time right before Halloween when I was selling a little ebook for $10, $20. And so I'm so glad that I had this system because, again, it allowed me to make money in my sleep. And if you guys remember my video where I talked about having a way for people to pay you is very important on doing business when you're starting out. There's really only three things you need to know. And I actually have a training called The Only Three Things You Need to Start a Business and Win. And if you guys look below in under this video, I am doing a special offer for that training. I'm selling it at a very special price. And it will not stay that price forever. So if you want to grab that, if you're thinking about starting a business or you're just getting started in the business world and you're all over the place and you don't really know what to do, but you're trying to do everything and you just are getting nowhere, then you want to grab the training. The only three things you need to do to start a business and win. It's a PDF and an audio. So it'll be here on my Payhip, but I'm going to put the link below this video. And when you download it, you'll get the audio and you'll get the PDF. It'll give you instructions on how to get both. It'll automatically download to your computer. Try to do it on a computer and not your phone to download it, unless you know where your downloads go on your phone, because a lot of people download documents and stuff and it doesn't go to the same place as your pictures, so then they can never find it. So download it on your computer first and then just open it up from your phone once you download it and save it to your computer so you'll always have it. But that link will be below and you can grab that. So here is my Payhip site. And as you can see, I only have a few products here. Now, I do have other products that are not listed here. And here's the email course I was talking about. Looks like it's been put on sale for $100 instead of $127. Awesome. And then I have a course here that talks about how I made $3,000 in 48 hours. This was the class I was just talking about that I did back in June of last year. And I literally got online, announced the class, told everybody what it was about. And yeah, I just recorded it live as I was teaching it. And if you hear this course, you will hear that it's very raw, very live, because there were some things happening in business, some lessons I was learning, and I was sharing those inside of this training. And they were very fresh, but definitely was telling people how I made 3K in 48 hours. And I made 3K not from this class, but this is a class that I taught about a previous sale I had did that made me $3,000 in 48 hours. And then I did an actual class to say, here, this is the case study. This is what I did step by step and how you can turn around and duplicate it. And this is very duplicatable because what I sold was only $37. The product that I sold and made $3,000 in 48 hours was only $37. Very low ticket product. But I made $3,000 in 48 hours selling it. And then I was able to turn around and teach my step-by-step method of how I sold it, what I did, which had nothing to do with the product. That was a whole nother something I could sell. I was selling the actual physical or digital product. Then I turned around and told you guys how I did it. And so people got insight. And I did that course one time only. And now it sells for $47. Because you can take the methods and use it for anything you want. Then I have the Moms on Fire conference. I put on a virtual conference last year. It was amazing. First ever virtual conference I've ever done. The ladies were great. I actually handpicked the ladies, and we had meetings and prepared for the conference, and we did the conference. We sold tickets. It was really, really good for the first time around. I didn't sell a lot of tickets to the conference. but I do have a lot of people that come and download the replay. And with everything, there's always some technological issues. So that does show up in the recording, which is why it's only $37, because the value, we have doctors in there, we have specialists, all the women were specialists in their area, fitness, homeschooling, all sorts of things, marriage. And so it's worth at least a couple $100, but it's reselling now, as you can see, for $37. And then I have accountability course. Here's my work at home ebook. Here's my mystery shopping course. And then this one is the work at home cash flow. It's a video e-course plus a money source. So I have a PDF that when people took the class, they said this PDF is even better than the class. That's really strange. The PDF, the paper is better than the class, and the class was good, but they're like, there's so much value in the PDF. So that's the work at home cash flow video. So it talks about different ways to make money. I give away a lot of my secret sources in that training, which is why it's $147. It's value packed. I mean, excuse me, one of my mentors took the class. Yeah. And she raved about how great it is and how good the class was. And then here I have a Get Accountable journal. That's just a journal only if you want that by itself. And then this is the Get Accountable video training, which I did for New Year's. It was to get you in order for 2017 and get you ready for the year and actually succeed. And we talked about 5 specific areas for your success. So you can get the video and the journal together for 27, or you can get the journal by itself for 17. And then, of course, we talked about the mystery shopping course. And that's just an overview of some of the courses that I have. I do have a couple other courses that are not here. Some of them I've archived. I don't sell them anymore. It was kind of a get it now one-time thing, and so I took them down. I may bring some of them back. I don't know, but I just wanted to show you guys kind of, as you can see, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 7, maybe 8 classes here. So it's not a lot, but having a digital library is important to making money in your sleep. It's that whole do it one time and you continue to get paid off of it. It's called passive income. And so this is how I did it. And now we're in 2018 and I still, if you go over to my blog and look at my income report from last month, which is March, you will see that I'm still making money. And the money that I made, the bulk of it was from my digital services, my digital business. I did have a couple of one-off, I think maybe 1 or 2, no, actually it was 1 coaching session that was included in that total. And it was not a full-fledged, it wasn't like my 6-week coaching. It was like a mini something. And then I had a coaching at the beginning of the year, but that's not counted in the March totals. So most of March outside of that coaching was completely, absolutely digital. And I didn't promote. I haven't posted one of these until I just started doing YouTube this last week. But I haven't talked about my digital products. I haven't shared. I haven't posted. I haven't done anything with them. But I still made over $1,200 minus the coaching on my digital services. And I have some affiliate stuff that I also make money from that I didn't even count all of that for last month. But I do have that throughout my blog, and I do share my products and services on my blog. And if I'm referencing something like work at home, mystery shopping, I'll attach that link inside of my blog. And so that's what keeps it fresh and keeps it going. And then every now and again, I'll share on social media. But like I said, I haven't shared any of these products since October, and probably before that, I haven't done anything. But yet, $1,200 in a month for doing nothing, money in my sleep, is amazing. I actually have a course called Sleep Money, how to make money in your sleep. And I archived it, but I may bring it back out. So if you want to check out my site here and what it is, you can see. I'm going to type the short code so you can come here if you like. It's bit.ly/work at home tools. Because it started off with the ebook and that being a work at home resource. But there it is, bit.ly/work at home tools. And this is what I did, these few little products and a couple of live classes and some classes that I have archived. But remember, all of my classes, my computer is running so slow. All of my classes are archived. So anything that I've ever taught, I only taught it once live just so I could record it. And because I love to get the Q&A from you guys when you take classes with me, I love to get the Q&A because those are questions that other people will likely have. So I can have that included in the recording. Now, please understand, I'm not talking to hear myself talk. And this is what I've always taught my clients and my customers, even in the digital products. If you get them from me and I'm teaching you something, which I'm teaching you something in all of them, I always say, watch the model. Look at what I'm saying. Look at what I'm doing right now. Look at how I'm presenting. It's not because it's perfect or I'm the best presenter. It has nothing to do with any of that. But what I'm telling you works. You've seen the proof. You see the income proof. What I do works. What I've done works. And it's allowed me to have a nice chunk of change. This is just one of my businesses. Remember, I still have a whole other business where I made $250,000 in sales and cash. $100,000 of it was in cash last year. And then I had this business to the side. Now, let's be clear, there's taxes. I had an assistant and all of that I was paying. So, and I paid for tech support because I'm not a techie person. So I had a person who was on my team as independent contractor doing all my tech stuff for me. And I had tools and resources that were somewhere around the $500-600 mark at one time or another that I was paying. So I had expenses in my business, but most people, not most, there's a good amount of people who go to work and in a year they only make $20,000 or $15,000. So to make $19,000 in my sleep from doing something one time, teaching a class, takes me 1 to 2 hours. Writing out an ebook. I wrote my ebook in 3 days. Yeah, 3 days. And I'm going to show you exactly what I used to write it. So follow me here. And my computer is doing this thing, and I don't know why it's so slow. But I'll use this as a tool, and I taught about this times. For those of you who want to write ebooks or get something going, whatever you have a specialty in, whether it's daycare, how to bake. I have a client who is a master confectionist. She does a lot of sweet treats and baking and things like that, and she's worked with me, still working with me to this day. And she's been able to grow her business. She has side income and things like that she used while she was growing her business. And she now has really ramped up her clients, and she's doing really well for herself. And she has info products as well. And she teaches you how to make certain sweet treats and how to turn a profit doing that. So she took what she loved and turned it into an ebook. And the ebook's really good. We put it together, kind of went through the concept, and she actually put it together, but we went through the concepts together. And so even though she does sweet treats and baking and all of that, she still has info products. So it's no different than you having a cookbook or whatever. Everybody can have a digital business or a digital side business, right? And so I could easily put my products and services on Amazon or on a Shopify store, but PayHip works fine for me. And then here we have Google Docs. And this is where the magic happens. This is where I create my PDFs. This is where I create my ebooks. And the reason I love Google Docs and use this over Word is because if I log out, if my computer freezes or acts up like it's doing now, or if I get knocked offline, guess what? All of my information is saved. Even if I don't hit save, it automatically saves as I'm working. And so there's been plenty of times where I would start on a project, go to bed, and not get back to it for 2 or 3 days. And it would just be open on my computer, and I'd be doing other stuff, but it automatically saves. So I have to shut my computer down for whatever reason, on the go, traveling, or just, busy. And the information stays there. It formats. It allows me to put everything into perspective. The only thing that I would say about Google Docs that I'm not fond of, and I think they're working on it, because I haven't typed inside my Google Docs in probably a month or so, maybe a couple weeks to a month, is I use a tool called Grammarly, Grammerly. It's completely, absolutely free unless you want to upgrade, but it does all my spell checks. So a lot of people say, well, how did you edit your book? Who edited your book? And I said, I did, using Grammarly. That doesn't mean there's not still some mistakes, because I use the free account, and it does a lot more for you. It's a lot more powerful on the paid account, but it does wonders. It's just a spell check, but it's inside of your computer. So when you're typing an email, it shows up. Anything you're doing online, when you're typing on Facebook, it shows up. It gives you the right corrections, the right punctuation, the right form, verb, tense to use, the right pronouns. It's just a really amazing tool, and it's called Grammarly. And that's what I used to edit my book. So when I wrote it in Google Docs, I had to copy and paste it over to my email. And once I did that, I just let Grammarly highlight everything that was wrong. I corrected it. Then I copied and pasted it back into Google Docs and then formatted it. So that means I did my abbreviations or indentions and paragraphs and pages. I put page numbers. I put everything. And if you have my ebook, then you already know what's on the inside. And then one tip, the last thing I want to share, I think I've kind of explained it, I hope, pretty clearly, of what I did and what you can do. Because remember, watch the model. It's not about what I've done. I'm showing you so that you know it's possible and you know that I'm real and I know what I'm talking about. but it's so that you can see, well, gosh, people really are making money with information products. It's really possible. Shayla did it, and all she has is a GED. She's a stay-at-home homeschooling mom. She's a wife. She has church commitments. She has, commitments with her children. She has things going on in her life. She's on a weight loss journey, yet she's still been able to do, I wasn't on a weight loss journey then, but she's still been able to do all these things and created additional income. How would $18,000 impact your life right now? And let's break it down. Let me just pull out the calculator here. I know what it is, but I want to, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to show you. A picture's about to pop up, I think, because I hit the wrong thing and my computer's acting so slow. Okay, so I have my calculator here. Let me slide it over. Yeah, there's a picture. That wasn't what I was intending to do. Okay, great. Okay, so let's just calculate this. Let me go back. So I've showed you Google Docs. I've showed you PayHip. I have showed you my PayPal. And now I'm pulling out the calculator. You know it's serious, right? And then this is just one last thing I want to just kind of put in your mind. And I know people do this all the time, and it's like it doesn't feel real or possible. But I'm here to let you know that it is very real. It is very possible that you can create this type of income and more, right? Remember, I sold on a minimum level. You saw the prices on my products and services, and those prices have not always been like that. Anytime I start off, usually aside from the email marketing course, my other stuff has started off really low ticket. Remember, my ebook started at $10. I sold $400 worth of ebooks in the first 3 days, all on Periscope. No paid advertising, no paid marketing. Every single dime I made last year in my businesses, even up to this point, I still don't even really know Facebook ads all that well. But everything I've done on both businesses has been completely organic. So there's nothing stopping you. It's not because you don't know Facebook ads. It's not because you're not good at paid ads or solo ads or Bing ads, or it has nothing to do with that. Google ads, AdSense has nothing to do with that, because I built a whole business. I'm special, but I'm not special to the point where it's impossible for you. If I could do it and figure it out. Started off at zero. I started at zero. Sometimes I would Periscope and live stream to no one, but I showed it every day at 1:30. I would go outside and sit in my van because my kids were home making noise. And I would go outside and sit in my van in the yard, and I would get on my phone and I would Periscope faithfully every single week. Every single week. And sometimes I talk completely, absolutely to myself. Nobody was listening. I didn't even have trolls. And then, of course, that changed over time. And I would broadcast. Sometimes I would have 500 upwards, 500 or more. Sometimes 1,000 people would come through my live streams, and my replays would be just as lit, right? But it took time. I had to grow that audience. And now I'm in a stage where I'm regrowing an audience because I've outgrown some of those people. Some of those people have moved on and outgrown me. And so here we are starting again. I took a break and took some time off, a few months, and now I'm back. And so as you watch me on my journey here on YouTube, on my blog, you'll see that it's not so much because it's hard or not so much because it's easy. It's because I'm determined. I have goals, just like you should have goals, and I'm determined to reach those goals. I had goals in my last business. I had a goal of hitting $100,000, and I did it. And I did it in record time, but I had a goal. This business, I wanted to have passive income, and I wanted to be able to teach people how to have passive income. So I had to go create it so that I knew what I was doing to be able to teach it to other people. And I'm looking this way, and I've been looking this way the whole time, and my camera's right here. So this video may look very awkward, but you get the point. It's the information is what's important, not that I'm looking at the camera or not. So let's just do the calculator really quick, just so we can get an understanding of what is happening. So we have $19,449. And we're going to just divide that by 12 because this is over a 12-month period. Remember the date right here? So here we go. We're going to just refresh that. So slow. My computer's so slow. So $19,449 divided by, oh, it logged me out. Sorry about that. Uh-oh. Oh, goodness. I logged myself all the way out. Okay, let's go back into PayPal. Oh, goodness. And this is supposed to be a short video. Okay, let me get back into my dates. Okay, we want October 2016 to October 31st. Let's see. $2017. Oh, this computer's giving me the blues. I don't know why it's going so slow. I had it hooked up to the Ethernet cable and it was still slow. Okay. Come on. October 31st. Ta-da! Okay. Oh, goodness. I think my screen share is gone. Okay, hold on. Zoom, where are you? Okay. Oh, no. Screen share again. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. Technology. What can you do? Okay, and we're back. So we were doing the calculator. And let me just pull up, since I got knocked off apparently. Let me scoot this over so you guys can see. This is still my account, but I'm sure I've proven that by now. So let me just move on. Okay, because some people, but I guess it doesn't even matter because the people who don't believe, they don't matter anyway. I want to teach the people who want to learn. Okay, so $19,449 is our total in sales. We're dividing that by 12 because this was over a year-long, 12-month period. So that's an additional $1,620.75 a month. Now, just think for me, just one moment. $1,600. Let's just round it out to an even number. $1,600 a month. How much is your rent? Could $1,600 a month pay your rent? Could $1,600 a month pay your car note? What about your car insurance? What about your home insurance? What about your water, gas, sewer, trash bill? What about your cable and internet? What about those good old cell phones that everybody in the house has? Could $1,600 take care of one of those bills, maybe two of those bills? Yeah, because $1,600 get you a round trip ticket to wherever you wanted to go. I just looked the other day to go out of the country to a particular country. It was $1,800 at the cheapest rate for 4 tickets. So if 4 tickets would cost us, a family of four, $1,800, what do you think you could get for $1,600 for one person? Or maybe you have a family of four. $1,600 could get you a nice vacation. $1,600 could take you on a cruise, you and your family, an all-inclusive cruise. $1,600 could help you give back to your community. $1,600 could change another mom's life. $1,600 can do a lot, right? So that's the average of what I made from this income last year when it's broken down. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because although the 19,000 may seem like a huge number, and I'm very happy and excited about it, and I will do it again. I have goals and things that I want to reach for both my businesses this year going forward. However, at a point, it's not about the money. It's exciting in the beginning, and it's still exciting. I love for a payment to come through. I love that. But at a point, you start to realize what the money allows you to do. So you're not working for the money, you're working for the freedom that the money gives. And so when people say money is not important or it's not that important, I close my ears, I walk away because I don't want you tainting my brain with that. I believe that money is right up there with oxygen. Try living without either and see how far you get. Try living without money. Try living without oxygen and see how painful that is. I've been without money before. I know what it feels like on both sides. I know what it feels like to not have. I know what it feels like to have. And I know what it feels like to be in the middle. So, I get it. I get it. But there's a different kind of confidence built once you reach a certain income and make your first dollar online. And then you go to your first $50, you make your first $100, and so on and so forth. So hopefully this video is not just to show you my income because everybody loves these type of videos on YouTube. I get it. I love them too. Even me, I still watch other people's income stories because I love to see the impact and the ability that people have to make some of this money that is floating around online. There is so much money online. You don't have to leave your house. I said, just like this, created those few products. I want you to hear that, few products, and was able to create almost $20,000. $20,000 before fees, before taxes, $20,000. Some people, there was years that I remember my W-2 saying $24,000. Thankfully, before I had children, but still, one person, $24,000 in this day and age on a job. And I'm not against jobs, but what if you could get this money in addition to your job? And while you're at work, this money is steady rolling in. While you're sleeping at night, while you're up because your baby doesn't feel well and you have to be up and you're going to have to miss work. But this money is steady rolling in. So that's a stress you don't even have to worry about. What if you're having surgery or you need a surgery and you're in the hospital for multiple days and this money is still rolling in? How amazing would that be? And this is just an example. You can make any amount you want to. Like I said, I have goals for myself and I hope you have them for yourself as well. This is not even a monthly goal for me anymore. This is what I made in 1 year, but this is not even a monthly goal. I have goals way beyond this because I know it's available. I know it's possible, right? So I hope this encouraged you, and thank you for allowing me to share. Thank you for watching this video. If you have not done it already, you know what to do. Subscribe. And I hope this video comes out really good for you guys because the video quality is not that great, but hopefully the point was made and you got what you need to get. So thank you so much again for watching. I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Happy Sunday, excuse me. And be sure to check out the blog every Wednesday. There's a new blog post, themomgenius.com, themomgenius.com, themomgenius.com. And make sure you check out for the new blog post. And then every Sunday, I'm uploading a new video here on YouTube. So give me a thumbs up. Give me a like and make sure you subscribe. And if you want to leave a comment or some thoughts, or you have a video suggestion that you want me to do, or you want me to talk about a specific thing, leave that in the comments as well. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Because when we get to 500, I'm doing a giveaway. Yep, I'm doing a giveaway. So be sure to subscribe so you can be in the running for that giveaway. And I love you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you from my heart because you could have been doing anything else, but you spent some time with me and I appreciate you. All right, until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.